In this session, we're looking at the introduction for IQ Enterprise. IQ Enterprise will allow you to centralize ledgers or debtors or creditors, sales reps, your currency table. There's a whole list of options that you can centralize. Now, what does centralize mean? Centralize means that you can integrate more than one company. So I can have 3 different companies and I can centralize the ledger, which means I'll have one set of financial statements at the end of the year for all 3 companies. Or you can centralize your creditors, where all the creditors is now the same on all 3 companies. If you process a transaction in company 003, that transaction and those amounts will display on the other 2 companies as well, because it's one set of creditors. But for this to happen, all those 3 companies must be installed on the server. And those companies will then work from that branch onto the server with, for instance, an RDP program or remote desktop. With IQ Enterprise, you can also synchronize stock. That means that you can manipulate the stock from one branch, adding stock items or making changes to the stock, and it will synchronize to the other companies. Please go and listen, if you're interested in Stock Synchronize, to those sessions for Stock Synchronize, because it will not change the cost price and each company will have their own on-hand quantities. But I want to talk about the difference between Enterprise and IQ Business. IQ Business have got all the features. You've got everything exactly the same as what you would have with Enterprise, but IQ Business will be alone standing companies. You can have multiple companies on the server, but they've got nothing to do with each other. Whereas IQ Enterprise, you integrate or you consolidate this information. I want to take you to our website, where you'll see a few features of what Enterprise can do for you. If I take you to, we've got a brochure, a 12-page brochure. You'll see in this brochure, it explains to you everything that you have in business and everything that's an enterprise. At the bottom here, if we zoom in, you will see, if I scroll down a little bit further, you will see the advanced features for IQ Enterprise, where it's a little drawing of what you can do with your centralization. I also want to show you our price structure. Remember, this is prices for 2012. Next year, these prices may change. The difference between business and enterprise here is IQ Business does not have a compulsory service agreement, whereas IQ Enterprise has got the compulsory service agreement. It shows you here the pricing for it. It shows you the standard IQ Enterprise fee or amount, and you can then see what you have to pay for the additional workstations. If I take you back to Enterprise, there is 3 screens that is different between business and enterprise. If you go to company details in IQ Enterprise, you will have an enterprise setting here. These options will all be explained under utilities in the sessions that follow. I also want to take you to module parameters, where under stock, you'll have stock grouping and synchronization set up extra. And under the ledger, you've got your information branches, your ledger branches, your grouping, and your ledger grouping for trading branches. That is extra. All the other options between the 2 programs will be exactly the same, but you can consolidate your companies when you use IQ Enterprise. And that concludes the introduction for IQ Enterprise.